Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind. Look, I know a lot of us exist on Twitter. It's a great platform, especially these days, or I guess we should call it X. And we've loved all the positive changes, we want to see more. But there's another group out there that isn't exactly coping so well with all of these changes, it's a little bit much. That group, obviously, is the Blue Anon crowd, who seem to be struggling to adapt. Well, if you thought that they were struggling now, trust me when I tell you it's just the beginning, as if it wasn't bad enough that Donald Trump got reinstated on the platform. And trust me when I tell you one day Trump will be back on X, he will post on the platform again. But if that wasn't hard enough for the Blue Anon leftoids, it just got a little bit harder because it turns out that something else might be happening. I guess we could just start off by saying it's happening. It seems as though Elon Musk has finally softened up to the idea of unbanning Alex Jones from the platform. This coming after the massively successful and massively viral Alex Jones discussion on Tucker Carlson's show. It's the exact same thing I speak of with Donald Trump. It's the humanizing aspect, once again playing out directly in front of us. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that, and let me make the argument as a whole as to why I think this is a good thing. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so it actually all started with an Ian Miles Chong tweet. Fortunate that that's the case, but it's just the reality of X. In the great battle for impressions, chronically online obsessed guys like Ian Miles Chong just managed to make their way to the top. But anyways, Ian Miles Chong tweeted, "Should Alex Jones be unbanned on X?" The responses were, let's just say, not too surprising, albeit it's not exactly a scientific poll, certainly somewhat biased, but essentially 90 to 10 people want to see Alex Jones back. Elon Musk then responded, "I guess a lot of people want him unbanned." Then Elon followed up with, "Will consider, in general, since this platform aspires to be the global town square, permanent bans should be extremely rare. Also, if he does say something false on this platform, then community notes will correct him, whereas that would not be the case elsewhere." And so it seems as though Elon Musk is actually open to the idea of unbanning Alex Jones. This comes after the mass unbanning amnesty on the platform, where Elon Musk took the stance confirming that Alex Jones would not be part of that unbanning phase, because Alex Jones was banned due to what he said about the young kids at Sandy Hook, and Elon just had a personal issue with that. Now, personally, I have a personal issue with Elon Musk having a personal issue and then dictating who gets censored and who doesn't on the platform based on his own opinion. But anyways, that aside, it seems as though he's finally realized that actually, maybe Alex Jones isn't as bad as he perceived. I think a lot of people just buy whatever the media spins. Everyone tells you that Alex Jones is literally the worst person ever who did some of the most despicable and unforgivable things related to Sandy Hook. But for the most part, I think it's mostly overblown, and, what Alex Jones did do that was wrong, I think he's atoned for at this point. I think he's apologized probably a million frickin' times. How long can you hold somebody to account over doing something X amount of years ago? I personally believe that people deserve a second chance. People deserve forgiveness. And look, with Alex, in many cases, he's playing a personality, and in some cases, he just gets things wrong. Doesn't mean that his intentions were malicious or bad, that he intended to hurt people. I guess it was just a lapse in judgment. The question that I ask myself is, why is it that other people who suffer lapse in judgments get to come back with no issue, but Alex Jones has to be completely depersoned and sued into oblivion? That can't be right, can it? Why is it that Alex Jones makes a mistake on his reporting and it's pretty much the worst thing to ever happen, but the mainstream media can lie and lie and lie with essential impunity? Alex Jones isn't the boogeyman that the media portrayed him to be. In fact, I'd argue quite the opposite. Alex Jones is probably a more positive force for good than he is negative. And the idea that Alex Jones is a liar, a cheat, a snake, a fake is completely incorrect. Alex Jones, actually, over the last 30 years of him being a public figure and doing his show, Alex Jones has been right about almost everything. In fact, almost to a scary degree.
By the middle of September, that the new policy's being written, you will all have to wear masks again, and so will airport employees.
It's happening. Mask mandates are officially back.
We know the Joint Chiefs of Staff wanted to blow up airliners, Baltimore Sun, or if you let some group do it, like the World Trade Center, we know who to blame. And if there was an outside threat like a bin Laden, who was a known CIA asset in the 80s,
this group and its leader, a person named Osama bin Laden,
he's the boogeyman they need.
We're looking at a giant war in February right now. I predict the Russians are going to roll in. They're already there. They're going to roll in.
With attacks across Ukraine, which is the size of Texas.
It really was the Iraqis. That's just because they're getting ready to invade Iraq.
What a beautiful setup.
And so the question we ought to be asking ourselves is, why is Alex Jones the most vilified, or one of the most vilified men in America? Why is Alex Jones the most censored man in America? Well, it probably has less to do with the whole Sandy Hook thing, which, by the way, isn't even the reason he was banned from Twitter. He was actually banned for berating Oliver Darcy for 10 minutes straight on camera. Quote, banned for harassing behavior. But anyways, Alex Jones wasn't actually banned for that. He wasn't banned for the Sandy Hook thing. Alex Jones is banned because he's too real. That's my opinion. Alex Jones goes places where certain powerful people don't want you to go, don't want you to venture. It's kind of similar to Donald Trump in a sense. And that's why we need these figures to constantly be humanized. Alex Jones going on Tucker Carlson's show and just sitting down for an hour and talking, you start to realize that actually he's just a normal guy. Actually, he's a very well-read, very well-researched, intelligent guy. Is he a little quirky? Is he a little, interesting, special in his own way? Absolutely. But he's a human being just like you and I. And human beings, unless they've committed the most atrocious act you could possibly imagine, deserve to participate in the public discussion, deserve to be around and speak. It's a right. It's their right. Alex Jones deserves that right just like anybody else. And the only people who think opposite are people who are too scared of the damn truth. Alex Jones's account should be reinstated on Twitter immediately. Frankly, I think he should be everywhere. If we are to truly have free speech, if we are to truly live in an open and free and fair society, Alex Jones should be reinstated on Twitter and everywhere else. And that standard applies for any extreme leftist. That standard applies for literally anybody with controversial opinions. Anybody challenging the status quo. Unless you are committing acts of violence. Unless you have done something so atrocious that the only appropriate response is total exile from society, you should have the right to stick around and participate. Alex Jones has made some mistakes, but for the most part, his track record is solid, and that basic truth is something the media very desperately doesn't want you to know, doesn't want you to understand. But it seems as though people are, understanding it now, and that even includes one of Alex Jones's biggest hater, biggest detractors, Elon Musk, who seems to be coming to that realization now. And maybe, just maybe, heading into 2024, not only will Trump be back, but maybe even Alex Jones will be back. And that, I say, most likely will be the perfect recipe for a very, very interesting year, to say the least. Oh, little breaking update, actually. Gonna add this to the video after a little last-minute addition here. Elon Musk once again with a Vox Populi, Vox Dei poll, which is Latin and essentially translates to the will of the people, asking, should Alex Jones be reinstated? And there you have it, folks. It seems like Alex Jones will be back on the platform within less than 24 hours.
Will drop. It's the mind-boggling.
Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, friends, and I will see you on the next one.